G'day everybody! Welcome to Digital Normie. This is a great little podcast run by us three idiots. I'm Justin. Up there's Lincoln. Up there's Tegan. I'm down the bottom. I'm a power bottom. What can I say?
Actual thing. Stop. The amount of times I hear
It's
that.
a thing! It's a thing!
I refuse it to be a thing.
It's a
I
thing.
refuse it. I refuse it
Well,
to be
Lincoln,
a thing.
since you're the angriest person here, mate, how's your week been, mate?
You know what? You know what? That's actually a good lead into because I had a very frustrating start of the week. To the point where, you know what, I needed a weekend away, and luckily my audio fell on a Monday, so I had a 3-day weekend, which was great.
Get it.
But yeah, no, I literally hung out with some mates and down in Sydney, so that was great. We were just doing a bunch of stuff. The boys wanted to try get back into a bit of YouTube and started filming, so I did a bit of IRL streaming a bit, which was a bit different. So that was kind of fun. That was actually a lot of fun. But it was weird because since I was doing like the recording, so I'm the one behind the camera, and the amount of people, because I didn't notice, I went straight into full streamer mode. I'm
cameraman mode.
Yeah, cameraman mode. I would like getting angles and stuff, but the amount of people, like for example, I'm filming 2 people walking in the front, and I was making sure the boys would be like, if they're behind me, I just quick pan so like it doesn't get really people's faces and all that kind of stuff. Then Calvin can edit it out, and that's who's also my brother, it's his channel. And freaking, I didn't realize on how many people try to jump into the camera. It's so weird, especially like the little ones as well, because the amount of times they kept trying to jump in and all that kind of stuff. Like, yep, oh, move around.
So yeah, take
Bit
second
different,
takes,
but
mate. Take second.
yeah. But either way, it was kind of fun just trying to do angles and that kind of stuff. But yeah, plus the amount of equipment my brother's bought is insane. They're pretty cool actually. So he bought mics. He
Like
bought
the
like
little clip-on Rode mics.
Like the
clip-on
mic
rope.
packs?
Sorry.
Mic packs?
Yeah, like it's like little like packs, so it's not like I got a cord or anything. Or
Yeah,
like,
there's.
you know how you.
I think I know the ones Lincoln's talking about. There's little like wireless Rode
Yeah.
mics. Yeah, and you can just like clip them onto your shoulder or whatever. And they're
Yeah,
pretty
and then it's like got like the fur bits on it, so that if wind and stuff doesn't really muck about with it. So he bought all that kind of stuff, which is pretty cool. So I got to watch all that kind of stuff happen. So yeah, so there was a bit of trial and error on the weekend, which was great. So I thought it was
Did
pretty
you
cool.
purposely sabotage them?
Nah, I would never. Plus, at the same time too, if that gives me an excuse to have them help me out. So Tete-a-tete.
The old tit for tat.
Yeah, tete-a-tete. Yeah. So yeah.
Ah, yes, to cha-cha-cha.
Ta-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta.
I feel like you just don't want to say the word tit. Lincoln say like ta ta ta.
Ah, the
Tete-a-tete.
tatas. Yes.
Tete-a-tete.
The old tatas.
Ah, the old tatas.
There's
Ah.
nothing wrong with tatas or tete-a-tetes or the other one. I don't know if I'm going to say. But
What word, Lincoln, was it? Sorry?
Huh?
What was the word? Didn't quite-
Tete-a-tete.
There's another one.
Tete-a-tete.
Cha-cha-cha.
You should stop making me sound like a deviant. How about that? How about we stop trying to make me sound like a deviant? How about-
Charmander.
Ooh, what?
Is that what you were going for?
He's a
Yeah, it
charm.
was Charmander.
No, he was trying to say the phrase tit for tat.
Cha-cha-cha.
No. There's another phrase like tete-a-tete, and there's tit for tat, and then there's
He
yes.
said it.
There's also
him.
tic-tac-toe that I'm aware of.
There you go. Tit-a-toe.
Oh, God. We've started good this week,
Oh,
guys.
that's all right. That's okay. All right. How about you, Tiggs? How we feeling? How we feeling?
Just tired all
Tired.
the time. Like, I don't know if it's just because it's winter and like it just gets dark like that.
Fair.
I just feel like I don't sleep and I'm just forever on edge and I'm tired. Is anyone else tired?
A little.
No one else is tired.
Like, not more than my normal level of tiredness.
Okay.
Like,
You all got your solid 8 hours last night.
Pretty much.
Well,
Yeah.
I got my
Yeah.
solid 6.5.
I had to think for a second.
6.5. That's what you aim for most times?
Well, when I'm working, yeah.
Well, when you're working.
Yeah.
Okay.
The weekends, it's sort of what happens. I get like 6, half 7, and then on the weekend it's like 2 10-hour nights of sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see. I guess I would be a 6.5. That's what I aim for because I go to bed at 12. But like, I don't fall asleep as soon as I go to bed because I don't know if it's just the female population that lays in bed and thinks of every single thing they've ever done in their life before they go to sleep. But I know a lot of males just seem to hit the pillow and go, and I don't think you understand how lucky you are.
It's a female thing, but
it's not necessarily a female thing, but I do flex that I can do that to a lot of people.
I just know a lot of males that as soon as they lay down and go, yeah, I'm going to sleep.
They
fall asleep.
You're out, yeah. No,
whereas
100%.
Like most of my female friends that I speak to, I guess that would be their, they're my friends. I obviously speak to them.
Yeah.
All of them are like, yeah, no, it's got to be a solid at least 45 minutes before you actually fall asleep where you're thinking about everything you've ever done in your life.
But if I had to wait 45 minutes every night before I went to bed, that would be insane.
Sometimes it's longer.
Oh, that's rough.
No, for me, it depends on the day, because like there are days where I can just go straight to sleep, or I need a solid half an hour, 45 minutes. But it's not looking at a screen. I like I've noticed, like if I paint, I can just go straight to sleep.
Yeah.
I'd have to try to get a little chapter in of a manga or whatever.
Yeah, that's alright. Oh, I did break it. Shit.
That is probably one of my big issues, is that I lay on TikTok until it's bedtime and then I try and go to sleep and my eyes are still like, TikTok! And it's...
What's the next
TikTok?
TikTok?
It's
not old doom scrolling.
Yeah. Well.
You know what? I've noticed about like the whole doom scrolling thing? There are a bunch of apps that have popped up lately. I don't know if it's for anyone else, but for me, there's a bunch of apps that are popping up lately that's like, replace doom scrolling with learning. Replace doom scrolling with so-and-so. And I'm like sitting there going, is that not doom scrolling still though?
No, but it's learning.
But you're learning. Yeah.
Learning.
Literally, one of the apps literally says, replace it with, I don't know, random other stuff. And then like it gives you a listing and all that kind of stuff of what you can do instead of doom scrolling. And I'm like sitting there looking at it. I'm like, I want to try it. I just want to try it. But
I feel like you don't doom scroll though, Lincoln.
I barely doom scroll, but when I do, it's harsh. It's at the wrong times. I'll admit that.
I had 3 days off the other week from work and I didn't watch any television. I just watched TikTok. Until Matt got home every day from work and then I watched what he put on the TV.
That's all right.
That's not all right.
I was trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice. I'm sorry.
It's just like, yeah, it's all right. You know, you just spend 8 hours every day on TikTok, and then Matt gets home, you're like, how was your day?
I'm not gonna lie. I had a mind blank. It just say something where you could turn it into a positive, and all that could come out was with, it's all right. I'm like, oh shit. Damn it. It's like, it didn't work. Damn it. It's like when someone
Oh, sorry.
You
were saying how like the ads were like tempting you to download them.
Yeah.
I am really bad at falling for advertisements. The amount of really trash apps that I've installed, like phone games, is quite awful.
Have you downloaded Gardenscape?
I was going to ask that too.
The worst bit is they advertise the game a certain way where you get to fix stuff.
Yeah.
And you play the game and it's not you get to fix stuff, it's a freaking tile matching game with a little bit of a mini game where you fix it, but the mini game is the same every time. It's really frustrating. There's like this hospital game that I was really into for a while. You just put the people in the hospital beds, call the doctor over, and then run around. Like a bit of a diner dash. You pick what the doctor is asking for up and deliver it. But it's advertising them to me on TikTok now where it's like pimple popping and like surgery and you get to do all these things. And I'm like, I've played that game. You don't get to do that. It's a freaking duh. But, you know, if I hadn't played the game, I would be downloading it. Because I'm like, yeah, I'd love to do that.
So have you done any of those? I don't know how to describe them. Where it's like the character's like running, and then you like swipe left or right for them to level up. Have you played any of those games?
No, I haven't been tempted by those ones.
Okay.
There's also a new one that I'm being advertised where it's a hole, and you just drag the hole around, and the hole grows depending on how much falls in the hole, and then you can pick up bigger things with your hole as it grows. Haven't downloaded that one, but been very tempted.
Is that the one with? Is that the one with the bullets, or is that the one with the?
I've seen the bullets one.
Groceries.
Yeah. Or is that the one where it's just like skyscrapers and all that kind of stuff?
I've seen it with bullets and I've seen it with groceries.
There's a grocery one?
Yeah, and you fill the fridge.
You're right. I feel like these ads are just targeting certain people. That's crazy. Okay.
And
because you do a lot of grocery.
I love the groceries. It's my favorite job to do in a week. Love it. Froth it.
Are you saying that because she's a woman, Lincoln, by the way?
No, because last time when we were playing Blood on the Clock Tower, at their house, she told me that she got extra shopping when she did the shopping, and the conversation we had beforehand, she did mention the shopping when it was just me and Tegan, and then
it was my highlight of the day.
So I was like,
did the click and collect and got it in my boot, and then they gave me someone else's shit as well.
Yeah,
I did hear this story as well.
Yeah. So it's because you don't do your own shopping.
I do normally. I normally do go and do a shop, but it's just because we have people coming over, and I was like, I'm not going shopping that early in the morning. Like,
do you use like that skim milk? By the way, did you drink skim milk?
No.
Or was it light milk? Light milk. Sorry.
We got given light milk and a skim lactose-free milk, and we don't drink either of them.
Oh, I should have.
I'll probably drink the light milk because, like, I don't really think it's that different.
It's not that different now.
But the skim milk, I don't see
slightly
myself.
different.
It's different, yeah. I would say it's got a lower fat content, yes, but it's still milky.
Yeah.
But see, Matt's like a bit of a crazy man, and when we have dinner, he has a glass of milk with his dinner.
Yeah, I'm not gonna judge.
That's his choice of beverage, when we eat dinner. So he's gonna have to maybe expand his horizons and have some skim and milk and light milk.
Light milk. I'm that weirdo that likes having milk and cookies. So
milk is my hangover cure. If I'm hungover, I will have a glass of milk. It's the only thing that makes my mouth taste right again.
What?
Like, if I'm really dusty, really, really dusty, I will drink literally anything to make my mouth not feel the way it does when you're hungover. I don't know if Justin probably has never experienced a hangover in his life.
This also carries into my theory that women just don't drink water.
I don't drink water.
No, just Tegan doesn't drink water.
No, think about it. How many women do you know that drink a normal amount of water?
Most women I know do, because they're all healthy queens.
My mother?
You only know one woman is your mother? Like, come on, like...
No, like, okay, like, are we talking about, like, just normal water? Like, just
plain water, yes.
Just plain water?
I've realised that there's so many women who just don't drink water.
He's got a point, because for some reason it has to be like some sort of lemon, some weird. It's got some sort of kind of weird zing to it. I see what you're talking about, but for me it's mostly just shit. Actually, I think
think about it. No, think about it. Think about it. Right, I've paid attention. I've asked a couple of women that I know. I'm like, do you drink much water? And she's like, I try. I'm like, so no, you don't.
I wouldn't say. Okay, look. Look. The only way I'm thinking of it right now is because even when my mom asks for like normal water, she won't say like, oh, like for example, if I get the bottle of water, right, the normal bottle of water, because sometimes we just have like some bottles of water.
Yeah, you get like the big 24 packs. Yeah.
Yeah, we just grab them, so it's just easier just to keep going and keep whatever. But like, even then, for some reason, she'll go, I want it just normal. It's like, what do you mean by normal? It's just like, I just want it normal. It's like, here's the bottle. It's like, no, that's it from the fridge. I just didn't want it from the fridge. You know what I mean? It's
She
like,
wants it tap water.
Or she wants
yeah,
room
but she
temperature.
won't say tap water. She'll just say whatever. She won't just say room temperature water. It just be like, it has to be like a whole thing list to it. That's my also understanding of every time someone like a female has asked me for water, they have to have a label with it in a sense.
Wow. I'm feeling
It's-
very attacked by this conversation.
It's-
On
Look,
behalf
you-
of the female, on behalf of the female,
As a female, you should talk. You, out of all people I know, drink the least amount of water.
Actually,
I'm
you're
actually
probably very-
allergic. I'm
can't
actually
be-
allergic.
Your
I'm
body's
allergic.
80% water.
No, mine is 80% carbonated water.
That's still water.
Okay, well then I drink water.
Also, I have another question.
I don't drink
How
water.
often
I
do you
just-
get
I
headaches,
just drink
Tegan?
carbonated water.
I don't feel like I get headaches that often.
Okay.
I am known to
you
acquire
say
a
the other
migraine or
time-
two, but mostly after wine.
Okay.
But no, I'm not a headachy person. Ha!
Hey, I'm just saying.
Suck on them
I'm
eggs.
just saying. Every time a woman gets a headache, I'm like, "Have you had any water?" And they're like, "Yeah, not today." And it's like 6 o'clock at night. I'm like, "God, just none."
I
None.
primarily work with men, by the way. So
I know
don't
you
have
do,
much
so it's hard
thought.
for you.
That's what I'm saying. Like majority of the women I've talked to,
It's a
like,
very much a sausage fest where you work. I'm aware.
I'm
shut up.
just opening up my calendar. I'm going to look at the last day I drank water.
Actually, bringing up my work as well, there was an argument at work about cereals, right?
Okay.
Okay, so what kind of cereal was like really good versus what was really bad? And apparently, one of the boys at work said Cocoa Pops, Fruit Loops, and another sugary one. I can't remember what it's called. He said they weren't counted as cereal. They were counted more as desserts or something like. He's like, it's just not cereal. It's just sugar. It's just sugar in a bowl.
That's
Like, you know.
fair.
That's the appeal.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
And we were talking about it, and he goes, and I'm like, I don't know, I like Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops were great. And then, because like me and like one of the other boys was like, no, Fruit Loops is pretty good. I think Fruit Loops was sick. And he goes, are you serious? Fruit Loops are trash. Like he was just saying, Fruit Loops are trash. And I'm like, I don't know. And he said, can you just imagine somebody staring at you having a bowl of Fruit Loops? And I'm like, why would people be staring at me for having a bowl of Fruit Loops? Like, why would you be staring at someone with cereal? But yeah, like he went on to proceed to say that no, if you like, if you were looking at somebody who was eating Fruit Loops versus someone eating a thing, Wheat Bix, for example, he said you'd think the guy with Fruit Loops would be weird.
I would say depending on age, yes. If this man was in his late 20s and he's just at work, like say he works in the early morning, and he's mugging into a big old fucking bowl of Fruit Loops versus a bowl of... Also, actually no, if you're a grown adult, don't eat cereal in general.
Whoa, what you
Whoa.
hate?
Whoa.
I personally don't like cereal, but why are you hating on it?
It's
Why are you
just,
hating on cereal?
it's just such a bad way to start your date is with cereal. It's all just
Oh.
sugary mess. Even the ones that are quote unquote healthy for you are still full of sugar.
Wheat Bix.
Still has sugar in it. It has
You
to
put
taste.
sugar in
It has to taste good.
it. Nope. You don't. You could just have Wheat Bix with fruit. There's your sugar intake. There you go.
Well,
It's
there's
healthier.
fruit toast in fruit.
The only cereal I eat is Fruit Loops, but I don't eat cereal enough to.
What you're telling me is that you're saying that Keegan's a failed adult, Justin, because she eats Fruit Loops as an adult.
I
Is that what you're-
don't. I actually couldn't tell you the last time I had cereal.
Just imagine, right? A big tradie, 6'3" tradie, big beard, right? Big macho man. He's eating a bowl of Fruit Loops, right? He's like, you like those Fruit Loops, do you, buddy? Or a man who's just eating a fucking pie. You go, oh, that's Kev eating his fucking servo pie at 6 o'clock in the morning with his down iced coffee.
That's what I want to point
That's
out.
much more normal.
That sounds like my perfect morning.
That's a good morning.
I wanna
Versus a
point
big
out,
old
Justin-
bowl of Fruit Loops.
I just want to point out as well, Justin, do you remember Alex that we used to work with? Or
I
do you-
know Alex has cereal all the time.
He has Fruit Loops sometimes.
Do you judge him every time he sees
I don't judge him. I don't judge him. I mean, like, me and him were, like, sitting there eating breakfast stuff at lunchtime one day, and everyone's just staring at us going, whatever. And I'm like, bro, you clearly are all these rich people having whatever. We're just having breakfast just for lunch, mate. I don't know what you're angry about.
I wouldn't say rich people, Lincoln. You went to the canteen a lot when I was there.
Still go to the canteen. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
I wish my work had a canteen. I would be there all the time.
There you go. See?
Instead, I have to go buy sushi every day. Which is just ridiculous.
Just imagine, man. You just have to buy sushi every day.
I took my lunch 2 days last week. I was pretty impressed with myself.
Not bad.
I had 2-minute noodles both days.
Jeez.
And I was still very hungry after them. But I was trying to be good, so I didn't go buy anything else. It hurt.
I feel like a little tip: you should add a protein sauce to your noodles. Protein's a filling thing. So. Yeah.
I just eat an egg.
Do you like tuna? Do you like any fish, salmon?
No.
Beef. Little pro tip: you can get beef strips, like the satay beef strips. Cook them the night before. Put them in your little lunch.
Okay, you've taken a fast time.
Okay. You throw them in the microwave. I'm assuming your workplace is a microwave.
Cooking beef in a microwave.
No, you already cook it. You just reheat it in a microwave.
You want me to cook the beef and then cook it again in the microwave?
Have you ever heard of taking fucking leftovers to work?
Yeah.
It's the same process.
Look, they have fights on what they're gonna have for dinner majority of the time, and they literally play the game where they're standing off. You really think they're gonna have leftovers? You know.
We have pasta leftovers.
You're right. It's just gym bro me where I'm like, oh, just meal prep.
I want to get into meal prepping. I actually really want
It
to get into meal prepping.
seems like a lot of work and a lot of extra dishes. Dishes are a really controversial topic in our household. It causes some
Tension.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm meal prepped, that's extra dishes.
I'm curious.
No, not really extra.
It is,
I
because
agree.
then you meal prep and then you cook dinner. That's 2 lots of dishes.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're washing the dishes at least at the same amount of rate when
Yeah,
you're.
because you meal prep
You know
and
what I
then you
mean?
wash the dishes that night because you're like, I've meal prepped. This is what I cooked with, and then you have all your containers. You put them in the fridge.
But you have to cook dinner
And
as
then-
well.
Yeah, but you've already cooked dinner already, and then you just.
So I have to eat the same thing every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know I do that when I have sushi. Because someone else makes it.
I'm glad that someone else picked that up.
Wait,
what's the point?
where you confused? Yes, you just eat the same thing.
When I worked at my fast food job, I ate a chicken schnitzel and gravy roll every day for lunch for a year and a half.
Justin, do you see the downside of this meal prepping for her at all? Or is it
I don't know. She's just finding a downside and making it one.
And containers?
Okay. Nothing right now you have said has invalidated anything me and Justin have just said to you.
I think I've come up with great points, actually.
Do you have a dishwasher?
Yeah.
Just throw them in the dishwasher. Set it and forget it.
Well, you'd think it's that easy, but Matt's a firm believer that you have to rinse the dish beforehand.
You have to rinse the dishes before you
Yeah,
put it
you-
in.
yeah, you
yes,
just give it a
have
quick
to
It's
rinse
a
it.
dishwasher. It washes the dish. Why do I have to wash my dish?
So you don't
before?
clog. So you don't clog the pipes up like worse, and it's less of the problem for later on. Literally, you've already rinsed off the majority of what you're gonna clog in the thing. That's the reason why you rinse the dishes
Yeah, you
before
get
you put
rid
it in
of
the
all the
dishwasher.
bulk. You don't have to make it squeaky clean. You just get rid of the bulk off it. You'd be like, oh, there's leftover this and that. You just, all right, that looks good enough. Boom. You don't have to fucking pre-clean the whole dish and then put it in.
What are you considering? Oh, look. I
What do you fill the sink up, detergent in, scrub it? All right, time to go in the dishwasher.
don't want to pick on you, Tegan. I don't want it to come across that way, but like that is very that is
I just think out of everyone here, I'm the most thriving adult, and you guys shouldn't be adding me.
The bar isn't too high here, but I would still put Lincoln in the first place, to be honest.
Wow. That's offensive.
All I'm saying is I have the conversation based off what happened last night to go off. I don't know if I would have hit you like that, but there was a thing where you said it's too cold to do this consistently.
Oh. Yeah.
That's all I have to say. And me and Lincoln both just looked at you like, dude, me, it's too cold.
Well, okay.
And then Matt said,
I'm gonna say it.
I'm glad.
Showering. And I don't think you guys understand that, like, I have hair, like long hair, and like to shower, a lot of the time you have to wash said hair.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know how long it takes to dry? It takes a long time to dry.
I'm so glad we're on the same brain wavelength there, Justin. Because but I'm just saying. Wait, what?
It is very common to miss a day or two.
yeah, in washing your hair, I agree. You shouldn't even wash your hair consistently.
You know, the thing where some people just don't put their head underneath the water.
Yeah, you put your hair up and then you boom.
Yes, but sometimes my hair is greasy. Most of the time, it gets greasy about every 2 days. So I have to wash it, and I don't want to have wet hair when it's the middle of winter and it's cold.
Your hair's not wet if you
wash it.
If you don't wash it.
But it.
But if you do wash it.
Greasy? Greasy?
Just wash it every other day.
I'm trying not to say it. I'm trying to find a way to feel it, but I couldn't.
Just wash your hair every other day.
Wash it. Or just dry it.
You know?
Dry it.
Try it.
Dry it, he says.
Yeah, get one of those towels that I've seen where you can just put your hair in it and then you just let it sit on for a couple of hours.
Not buying a special towel for that when I can just use a regular towel.
Okay, use a regular towel. I ain't telling you how to live your life.
Feels
That
like
much.
a fair bit tonight, actually. You've told me I have to drink more water. I'm not allowed to eat Fruit Loops. I should meal prep and clean my dishes twice, and apparently shower. I've had enough, really. Too much to ask.
Lincoln, I can't believe you said all those harsh things, mate.
Why do you think I can't.
Before anyone ats me in the comments, I'm aware I'm a trash human being.
And
I'm very happy to flaunt it.
To be fair, she's a very clean person. She actually is very clean.
She does. Look, hold on. She at least cleans the house when we all show up.
Yeah, I clean the house before guests come.
She's like, oh crap, these people will judge me. Get this shit done.
From every time I've been over, they've been very clean. So.
Thanks.
Yes. So.
They care about you, Lincoln. That's good.
Yeah, I do care a little bit about what people. If people come over and the house looks like it usually does, I do worry a little bit that, you will say something bad. But then I'm also like, where else are they going for this kind of entertainment? Why should I care?
I literally sat there the other day.
They should clean my house for me.
Yeah, I should make them come here and mop.
I would like to see Justin mop personally. That would be kind of entertaining, to be honest.
What do you think I'd be bad at mopping for?
I don't know. I just would find it very entertaining to watch to see if you would mop how you would mop the floors. Actually, I think it would be entertaining.
I want to see your water to soap ratio.
Okay. I don't know what to say to that. Okay.
All he's got. That's all he's got.
What do you want me? I don't know the fucking measurements. I'm like, well, if you have a 2-litre bucket, you actually should put about 3 squirts of soap in.
3 squirts? I don't think that's an actual measurement.
Nah, I use that as an actual measurement.
Yeah, okay. That's fair.
You know what?
You have a measurement.
2 tablespoons of detergent in at all times.
I'm just like 1, 2, and that's it. Personally, I just count to 2 seconds. That's it. Personally, if I think it needs a bit more, then yeah.
You go,
There's not
it's
enough
not
bubbles.
it's not soapy enough. You're like, oh yeah, put a little more in there.
Yeah, it depends. Depends really. It all depends. So, yeah. Well, okay, we've heard how our weeks have been. How about you, Justin? How's your week been? How's your week been, buddy?
What did I do last week, Oh, I did make not broke man, single man purchases. I like to call them single man purchases.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
These earbuds I have in, were like $300.
Are they not the same earphones?
No, so the ones I had last week, these are.
So you bought another pair of...
I literally bought another because I fell in love with the IEMs so much. I'm like, man, IEMs are pretty cool. I love the sound quality. I can hear everything crystal clear in Siege. So I did my research on the YouTubes.
How much did the first lot cost?
So these were like, I think $60 off Amazon. Pretty good ones. Pretty good ones. I got off Amazon for $60.
Do they have the rubber earpiece?
So yes, these have a silicone tip or a memory foam. You can do a memory foam as well.
Which one did you go with then?
These I have their silicone in. They're pretty good. It's pretty good.
No.
I didn't think I was going to be an IEM guy either, to tell you the truth. I sort of got inspired by like a YouTuber I watched. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I'll find some cheap ones.
Like, you know?
No. It was a tech YouTuber I watched. He like reviews tech.
Yeah, right.
And he's like, you know what? I've switched to IEMs, and I'm like, all right. Looked them up on Amazon, found the $60 ones, and I'm like, ooh.
There's another component with the IDMs to get with, right? So that they work properly, right?
No, you can just plug them into anything that has a 3.5. Just your normal. Oh, my camera's there. Just a normal 3.5.
Do they have extenders? Do you know?
You can get an extender. You just get a female 3.5 to another male 3.5 extender.
Yeah, fair enough.
But then I bought more manga. I am slowly collecting all of the JoJo's manga. There's a lot of it. And I got Sakamoto Days, which is Justin's anime manga recommendations. Volume 1 of Sakamoto Days. It's pretty cool. This dude here, see him? Used to be the best assassin in the world. And then has retired and opens up a konbini shop. And people want to kill him to try and take his title. Because he's still number 1 because he was never defeated in his retirement. And he still can easily beat any opponent. The first person he fights is this dude on the cover. And he can literally see a couple of seconds into the future. And he still couldn't beat him. Pretty cool series. Good fun series. If you like the John Wick series or like cool action, spy, thriller stuff, definitely would recommend. Doesn't have an anime yet, but only manga.
Manga only.
Manga only right now.
Manga only.
But apart from that, work, gym, making new gym friends. That's fun. That's about it. Didn't really do too much else.
Is this gym friend a female?
No, like, hey, Megan, I'm not like you, mate. I'm not the Rizzler. I'm not the Rizzler, mate. I'm not rizzing up all the ladies.
Maybe you're turning your Riz on, Justin.
Maybe I am, but it's just a fella. We used to go to a gym that I used to go to together. We both went there, and then he recognized me. He's like, "Did you go?" I'm like, "Yeah." And then we just started talking, and then we did bench together. It was cute.
Aww, it's cute.
I was there
Did
to
you
help.
hold hands? Did you just kiss after?
Well, we did a lot after. We went into the sauna together, and let's just say it got a little steamy.
I don't know how to feel that.
We didn't actually. But
Why didn't you? That's a good bonding experience.
the sauna
Better
is
make friends.
always full when I go to the gym.
I didn't even realize gyms had saunas.
Well, this gym does have
Certain
sauna.
gyms do.
This gym does have one, and every time I'm like, oh man, I could go to the sauna. 4 or 5 dudes in there. I'm like,
Everyone's following the new.
That sounds like a sausage fest. To me.
I don't know if I can. Look, I know I'm a power. I know I'm a power bottom, but I'm not that much of a power bottom.
You can't take 4 at one time.
Nah, I'm not that good yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no comment.
What's wrong with Lincoln?
No, nothing really. Speaking of anime though, Tegan, what have you seen any new anime or got any new stuff?
Oh no, that's
Watching anything new?
That's a face of
That's a face. I have watched watched the new Jujutsu Kaisen app. That was okay.
Not bad.
But no, I haven't actually watched anything else. I did see Studio Ghibli released a new film though.
Oh really?
Which, yeah, released on Friday. They
What
had
is it?
no advertising for it, and
dropped it
it's
cold.
his last one.
Oh.
I think it's the article I was reading just before said he's like 84, and he did say the one he released last time was his last one, but he came back out and did another one. But this one will definitely be the last one.
All right. Any synopsis for it?
Looks like it's based on a book. I didn't really read too much into it because I kind of like to be surprised by Ghibli.
That's kind of fair. Kind of fair.
Yeah, and I think it'll. From the brief reviews I saw, it was like, everything that he's kind of already done, just, yeah, really showcased. I think.
It's like a
Okay,
big
like his-
final hurrah, yeah.
Yeah, but it is its own
okay.
story. But I think, yeah, it's a bit wacky and wild, which will be good. I'm not sure when it's gonna come to us, but released in Japan on Friday, so that was good.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, I didn't get really around to watch. I did restart Star Wars Rebels last night, if that counts as an anime.
Oh yeah, new series.
Animation.
It counts as much as Castlevania does.
Yeah. Perfect. What about you? Like, any new animes?
Yeah. Okay. So, going through the going through the list, I watched the first 2 episodes of Zom 100. Great. It's a good anime. Recommend those. What do you call it? I think this is the only one I really want to give synopsis for. It's basically a guy who's worked most of his life. He's very it gets to a point where he's just like, is this really life? I'm just working till I die. He gets freaked out. And before he can, as he's just accepting that this is his life, a zombie apocalypse breaks out. So instead of has a little bit of a freak out, but then he realizes as he's running away, that he doesn't have to go to work anymore. Everything's gone to shit, and he's so happy. So instead of getting really upset, he ends up just legging it up to the top of the roof and being so excited and happy about it. And then he ends up creating a list. So it's like 100 things I do before I become a zombie. So it's just basically him just making a random list. And what's funny is he puts things that are so stupid and ridiculous on the list, because I've read the manga as well, that you wouldn't think it would come true. And it just ends up coming true, and it's just stupid and ridiculous. And he makes friends and just ends up, they all add to the list as it keeps going. So it's really good. I like it. It's one of my favorite ones. So that's the biggest one I'm excited for. And then going through the list, I basically watched the new episodes of Record of Ragnarok, the new episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen. I watched I think it's like a 12 episode of a ninja anime called Shinobi no Itsutoki, I think.
I've started that.
Oh, yeah? I'm not going to spoil that. Then, yeah.
No, I just wanted to. I know that one.
Yeah, you know that.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I blitz through certain animes a bit too fast. And then I want Justin to guess what what style of anime this one is. Okay, Justin?
It's an isekai.
If it's like, well, it's called Chilling in My 30s After Getting Fired from the Demon Lord's Army. Do you think it is an isekai?
That's an
or
isekai.
not?
Come on.
No, it's not.
That's an isekai. It's got an isekai title.
It's not an isekai.
That's an isekai title right there.
It's not. It's an isekai title, but it's not.
It's
not.
definitely based off a light novel though. I'm calling it.
I'm not sure. You could look that up, but I'm not sure. But it's not an isekai, which I thought was hilarious because I thought it was as well, Justin.
What was it called? In My 30s.
Chilling in My 30s, after getting fired from the Demon Lord's Army.
Such a long title.
Yeah, that's isekais for you. They all have stupidly long titles, most of them nowadays.
And I haven't got to watch good isekai, so I actually haven't watched isekais lately, which is actually surprising.
Is it? What's the name coming out right now?
There's an isekai that's coming out as well.
Mia's got new episodes. I don't know how to say it. Mia.
Haruhi?
H-O-R.
Harumi?
Harumia.
Harumiya? There's gotta be a bit more. There's gotta be a bit more.
Nope, that's it. That's the title. It's got. Remember, we wondered because you were like, "Oh, you've seen that," and I was like, "Yeah, I've seen that." And I said, "There's more coming out this year," and you're like, "Really?"
I think so, but I'm trying to think of what it is because that's not much information.
She's just giving you horror.
I'm giving you the title.
Partially of the title. You've got Horimiya, and then
That's the name. That's it. That's the whole title. Horimiya.
What? H. Oh, fuck.
H-O-R-I-M-I-Y-A.
H-O-R-I-M-I. Is that the one? It's not an isekai if that's what you're talking about. Is that the one with the high school one where it's the Yeah, okay, I know which one. Yeah. Horimiya, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Nailed it.
Yep.
Blew some confusion in there, but I nailed it. But that's not the one you're talking about, I'm now realizing. So I'll shut up again.
It's fine.
What? I do have a question.
But before we pass on though, because Justin loves isekai, there's also like a new like just like Joker Suicide Squad thing coming out.
Oh,
Justin.
I saw that.
Yeah, it's so cool.
They're
Like,
doing an anime Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
I thought they were doing anime Harley Quinn and Joker.
No, that's part of it. But guess what, Justin?
What?
Guess what?
What?
It's an isekai.
Why? Why?
No, but legitimately, someone said, "Oh yeah, it's an isekai. It's a Suicide Squad isekai."
Well, I mean, technically, that Batman Ninja was an isekai, right?
Technically, but supposedly that's how people are describing it. Supposedly, so and so has died, or something happened, and they get transported into another version of a different universe. Therefore, something happens. It's literally isekai-esque, and I know how much you dislike it.
I probably won't watch it.
Isekais.
I probably won't watch it.
Can I ask? So, obviously, when you wake up in a new universe in an anime, that's considered an isekai.
Yes.
If we're talking like Marvel Cinematic Universe traveling the multiverses, are those films isekais when they rock up in another dimension?
No.
That's for you to answer, Justin.
No, because I would say isekai is more of a Japanese trope, not just a Western media thing. It'd be like saying everything that has fighting is a shonen.
Yeah, no, okay, so the isekai trope, Tegan, is literally basically you're a regular human being and you die or you get reincarnated into another universe or something pulls you into it. And normally it's the same tropes. I can't remember what the other two are, but I'm pretty sure the biggest one is where people have memed it to a point where they call it truck-kun. Normally people get hit by a truck. Yeah, normally people get hit by a truck, and there's an anime called ReZero, I think it is. It might be it. And they literally meme the shit out of it to the point where there's this chick about to get hit by a truck, and the dude jumps to go save her. And then when he dies, he appears to the goddess or whatever, and then they're there standing there, and she goes, "You didn't get hit by a truck." And he goes, "What? I didn't get hit by the truck." He goes, "No, you literally got so scared because it was going that slow that you had a heart attack before the truck hit you." And he's like, "So I didn't die by a truck, I just was that much of a bitch that I died." And that's how they meme the crap out of isekais, so yeah. which is I think the only anime, the only isekai that Justin would like. Digimon
No,
is technically.
no.
Digimon is
Drifters.
technically.
I watched.
Oh,
That's technically an isekai.
yeah. Digimon is technically an isekai.
It is.
Why don't you just watch Sword Art Online?
I watched up till the
And
most
it's got the Black
boringest
Swordsman
part
in it.
of.
It literally turned into a slice of life, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah, that bit weirded me out a bit as well.
That's literally where I stopped for like. Was it like 5 episodes of just them like, we're now a happy family living in a village with a little log cabin. It's a little baby.
I think
Shut the fuck up.
It's either 4 or it's either 5. 4. It was either 4 or 6.
Jesus.
It was a few. The weird computer-generated baby kind of freaked me out. Everything else was fine. Because, I like, I dig the romance stuff. Like that's my jam. But the weird computer-generated baby that then followed them through every video game they ever played, because I've seen all of it, bit weird.
It got better supposedly after 4 seasons. Sorry, after.
Oh yeah, yeah. You just have to watch 4 seasons of the show. It's good. It's peak.
The last season I've rated the lowest due to the tentacle scene.
Yeah, goes a little.
I forgot.
That came up like 4 episodes before the end, and I'm like, well, I might as well finish it.
Goes a little henty, does it, towards the end there.
Yeah, it's a little bit henty.
I do have a question though, Lincoln. Where are they up to in Record of Ragnarok? Who's fighting? Who finished fighting?
So spoilers. It is
because season 2 starts with Jack and Hercules, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Starts with Jack and Hercules. Then it goes to the next fight where I can't remember. It's one of the.
It's what's his name with the 4 arms?
I know it's a sumo guy. No, the next fight is a sumo dude and somebody else. That fight kind of annoyed me. I can't remember who it technically was.
Was it Raiden?
Raiden was the sumo guy, and then it was I can't remember who he versed.
That's where you thought.
That's right. It was the dude with 4 arms.
Yeah, dude with 4 arms. The Hindu god. Blanking on his name. But it gets up to Buddha fighting for humanity?
Yes.
Spoilers?
So he switches. Yeah, spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the way they have Buddha, so they don't make Buddha, they make him out to be this dude who's like some scholarly dude, and then he ends up being just some I think the phrase they go through halfway through the fight is the dude having the biggest adolescent freak out or something like that. You know how people like in their teens and stuff they have a freak out and they just rebellion or some shit like that. So he's still just being rebellious. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So it was the point to where he was rebellious till he became a god, essentially. So I was like, oh, cool. Great.
Because that's where I got up to in the manga. I got up to where Buddha was about to fight.
Yeah, so they did that whole fight scene, and then they've moved on to the next one, which will be I don't know who's fighting. They didn't announce the name in the anime. Who's fighting? What's his name? Hades. Hades is the next fight.
Okay.
Mostly they've been fighting Greek gods, in my understanding of this. So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Was it all Greek? Zeus.
So far they've Zeus.
Zeus, Poseidon.
Hercules. Literally 3 in a row.
It's sounding very Greek to me.
No, there was someone who lost. It was
Not really. Poseidon lost.
No, Thor, because there was Thor. Thor versus that was such a good fight. Lobu versus Thor, I think it was. It was Lobu. That was a great fight.
Yeah, I like the way they've done it, personally. Do you know how much hate Record of Ragnarok gets?
I know people don't like the anime.
Yeah, because it's nothing compared to the books, which is fair, because I do own, like, the first couple. Like, I don't have the Jack fight in, like, I don't know if I've got the book for the one. I might actually.
I was reading online, so when season 1, because I watched season 1 ended, I'm like, I want to continue to watch it, reading this. And then I got all the way up to Buddha doing their fight. And then I just sort of stopped.
That's fair. I mean, yeah. It's like, it's hard to get Record of Ragnarok stuff, to be honest. So.
I know the manga is slowly coming out now.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay, that
Yes.
explains why.
Yeah.
Because I've been getting hard copies of the manga, so.
Yes, I know
Yeah.
it was. I think it's just the English was a little bit behind.
Ah, fair.
I mean, nothing beats us probably never ever going to get a BAKI physical release.
I'm waiting for that. I'm not even gonna
So
lie.
yeah,
Like I'm waiting for Baki. Tegan, get on a Baki. Get on a Baki.
yeah, take it. You know what? My link is you have to watch at least the first episode of the Netflix's BAKI.
If Justin has to watch some Star Wars stuff, you have to watch some Baki stuff. And you know what? We'll come around to your place and we'll play it as a drinking game.
We'll all be miserable together.
Every time something weird happens in BAKI, you have to have a drink.
Do you actually know what? Do you actually know there's an actual drinking game with Baki? Do you know what the rules are? No. Have you ever heard the rules? No. Okay, all right. So the rules with Baki. Okay. So you have to take a drink every time someone dies. Okay, so I'm talking about on screen. So it's on screen, not off screen. Okay, that is a big thing, by the way. If you've ever watched Baki, it's a big thing. Okay, so if you see someone get killed on Baki,
ton of deaths.
Dude, I was watching someone play this drinking game, and they were just doing the first episode, and literally one scene they had to take 8 sips, like 8 drinks, like 8 full.
Oh right, because it starts with the prisoner arc. I forgot Netflix starts with the prisoner arc. Yeah. The first couple episodes is pretty hard.
Yeah, so you have to take a drink every time someone dies. You have to take a so yeah, it's a drink every time someone dies. You have to take a sip every time someone's shirt gets ripped, like either ripped off or ripped. I think
that's at least 2 every fight.
I think anything ridiculous, like overly the top, I think you have to take a shot. So like something inhumanly possible.
That's pretty much every fight. Yep.
Because you got to remember in Baki, everyone is human. There is no magical powers in this in this thing. There's no magical powers.
Really doesn't sound up my alley.
Do you like?
I will watch the first episode and I'll review it next week.
I want you to at least watch the first episode just to tell us. Right. Justin, you got to give something as well. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, hit me with something.
Okay. Exactly. I'll make a decision here.
All right.
Give me one moment.
Please don't be an
isekai. To be fair, it can't be an isekai.
I tried to watch an isekai, and Lincoln told me to watch 8 episodes of an isekai, and I couldn't make it to 8.
Yeah, I bet him something. I bet he couldn't make it through 8, and he couldn't. Yeah, I said,
I couldn't bring myself to put on that anime. It stopped me from watching anime. I'm like, I just don't.
Yeah,
which I am very upset about because I was Justin watching Lovers War and he was liking it, and he stopped watching it because your anime pissed him off so much.
It's true. I was like at least 13 episodes deep in the Lovers War. And I'm like, okay, I'll watch this, and then I just stopped watching anime for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I
should get back to it eventually.
You know what you should watch, Justin?
Yeah.
The 2 episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen that have come out. That would be good. Yeah, so that we could talk about them as a team.
You know what? Just for you, if you watch 1 episode of Baki, I'll watch 3.
Yeah, you'll watch 3.
3 episodes of
Jujutsu
that'd
be
Kaisen.
Great. If I
by the time that happens, the 3rd episode will be out.
That's what I'm saying. I said I'll watch the 3rd episode.
Yeah. I'll see how I go, Baki. I'll watch the first one, definitely. If I like it, I'll keep watching. But no promises.
Can I make a request?
Sure.
Can you try and convince Matt to also watch the first episode of Baki?
I'll do my best, but I do not have high hopes for that.
Okay, it is on Netflix.
And if it's not to enjoy it, it's just to bag the shit out of it.
No,
that's part of the beauty.
You must enjoy.
Should I bring him on next week as well to do the review?
Yeah, we'll bring him in for a quick Matt review.
Yeah, Matt review.
Quick Matt review.
Quick Matt review.
Yeah.
He was probably walking and say, "It was shit. What the fuck happened?" and then leave.
And then leave. Yeah.
That's what I would like, ideally. Write that in.
You have to also tell them that everybody in this anime is just human.
No one is special.
No one is special.
Arguably, Jack kind of is.
Matt's issues with anime is that they scream too much. Is there screaming?
Hold on. I'm going off base prisoner arc. No. The first episode. No, first episode of the prisoner arc. There's not much screaming.
It's the dude. It's the one where he gets electrocuted, and then he proceeds to butterfly as manly as possible to the shore, Justin, because he screams every time he takes a breath, and
That's him breathing. No, trust me. There is not much screaming. Doyle doesn't scream that much. The man taking a beating. Poor Doyle.
Right. No worries.
I just don't think there is much in the first episode because it's literally off.
There's not much in the first episode, but it's gonna trigger him for sure.
He'll be confused. Most certainly confused.
Okay. Yep. Fine.
Wait until he sees Yujiro do his things. Just anything he does.
A dude who punches the earth to stop an earthquake.
Human being, by the way.
I'm getting a lot of spoilers here.
Well, you actually won't
that
see.
count,
You won't
yeah.
actually see that because that's in the previous series that Netflix doesn't have. Netflix has randomly picked it up from like, I don't know. It's not. I wouldn't say halfway, but just at a random point. The just first 2 arcs just aren't covered.
Just watch it. That's all we say. Just watch
Okay.
BAKI.
Watching the one on Netflix, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
It's called it is a little confusing. It's just called BAKI because the 3rd season they called BAKI Hanma.
Okay.
Because they went with the manga title. Because I'm pretty sure it's like BAKI the Grappler, and then BAKI Hanma, Son of Ogre.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I will come in with a great review next week,
I can't
possibly with Matt. No promises on that because I doubt that will happen. Highly.
Fair enough. So what's your critique with Justin and what he's got to watch?
I just told him he needs to watch Jujutsu Kaisen so we can talk about it.
Fair enough. Because I'm a little excited about it because I don't mind talking about it a bit now because like for Justin to actually get up on his ass to watch it, to be honest.
To be fair, I also don't like watching animes week by week.
True, but like I genuinely
Didn't
think
you just watch Demon Slayer week by week?
No, I haven't watched any of it.
Then why were you telling me to watch it?
I've watched the episode we saw in the theater, and the second episode, that's it.
Like, you told me I needed to watch it so we could talk about it.
Lincoln said it, because he also probably assumed I had watched it as well.
No, you were telling me.
No, I never told you it.
you did tell her.
I swore I didn't tell her.
You did.
You did. You told
You
me
did.
multiple times I needed to watch it
Yeah, that's why.
so we could talk about it.
Have
Because
you watched
you were
it?
like, it
Yep.
finished
Have you
up.
watched it? By the
Yeah.
way?
I'm not, no. Tiggy
Not
does
you.
it.
Talking about taking it. Clearly, you haven't.
I've watched the one episode that I saw in the cinemas with Justin.
So you're all doing the exact same thing. Am I the
Well,
only one?
I'm waiting for it to be dubbed because I want to watch it dubbed. I'm watching Jujutsu Kaisen subbed for the first time. I've never watched any other anime subbed. This is the first one I've ever watched subbed. I'm hoping I'm understanding what's going on, but it is easy to get lost when you don't know the voices that well.
Would you like a bit of an explanation?
No.
So I also watch it subbed and dubbed, but like, would you like a bit of an explanation on the first 2 episodes?
Oh, spoilers.
I know it's backstory on Gojo.
And his friend, right? His little
And
buddy.
his friend.
Yeah.
And they're collecting the.
Do you know who the guy was at the? Do you know who the guy was at the end of the first episode? Was?
Yep.
That random dude was talking to. Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
All right.
That's Thingo's dad.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You would know
Ah,
Justin if
yes.
you'd watched it.
Yeah.
No, I'll also like. This is also no real spoilers in this as well, but I'm very excited for that episode for when he starts actually, coming in because he's supposedly ridiculously overpowered and it's really cool. And apparently he's even a match for Gojo. So that's what I'm excited about.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I am just enjoying looking at Gojo again.
He is a very handsome boy.
He's a handsome 2D man.
He is a cutie patootie.
Did you say I don't know?
Yeah, I'm not a real like. Look, I think Gojo's cool. I like his abilities, but I'm not like he's not my favorite character, and I'm not that big of a fan.
Who is your favorite character?
Who is your favorite character?
I don't really have one in Jujutsu Kaisen, but I know this is gonna sound bad at this current point. But
I'm just gonna send the main protagonist on it.
it's Itadori. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Itadori. Oh, okay. It's not so much Itadori. It's more so Sukuna. I'm not gonna lie. So
He's alright. He's not a bad protagonist. Oh,
At least,
story or
at least he doesn't cry all the time.
at least he's
I
not
was
a
waiting
little
for that.
fucking bitch.
Mm.
Wait, what? How much of My Hero Academia have you watched?
Me?
Yes.
The end of season 3 when they ended that season horribly with the British dude with his tea.
Hey, nothing wrong with him.
God, that was so shit.
That's
Plus,
another thing too.
I will also say the Overhaul versus Deku fight, kind of mid.
Look, it's very hard to animate, man.
It was
Very hard to
so
animate.
mid, bro. It was like, bro, every manga reader was like, bro, Overhaul versus Deku gonna be big. I watched it, I'm like, it's alright.
It's the artwork compared to the anime was very different because I've seen the artwork for it. Yes.
Also, Mirio versus Overhaul was better than Deku versus Overhaul.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
I can because Mirio is my second favorite character in the series.
Who's your first favorite? All Might?
No,
No.
Oh, it's Bakugo.
it's Bakugo.
Yeah, it's Bakugo.
How do you have a favorite character in a series you don't even like?
Because if Bakugo was the main character, it would be a good series.
I'm angry.
If Deku was the side character,
I'm angry,
like
and I don't
Zenitsu
wanna be
is
here
in
anymore.
Demon Slayer, I would be okay with it.
I'm very. You know what? That's wow. You know what I'm very surprised about because you don't care about My Hero Academia, so I can just say stuff in that. So spoilers for anyone
I
who's seen
care.
it.
She does.
No,
I
I
care.
won't. I won't go.
I
through-
care quite deeply
I won't go
about my
through-
class 1A
I won't go
and their
through.
compadres.
Are you gonna buy the Invisible Girl figure?
Oh my
No.
freaking god.
Fake
No, I'm
fan,
not
mate.
going to buy them.
Fake fan.
No, because I was gonna only go through anime stuff. I'm not gonna go through manga spoilers, Tegan, because I stopped because I kind of want to see it after because it stopped after the vigilante arc. Oh, how do you pronounce it? Right, where Deku was
Yeah, from what I've heard, Deku fights 1A and then comes back.
That is pretty. Yes.
What was your thoughts on the last season?
I
What was your
liked it.
thoughts?
I really liked it. I love Vigilante Deku.
I thought he was pretty sick. Yeah.
Gave me a new appreciation for him.
You know what kind of crushed me
I
a little?
cried every episode.
Yeah, you know what crushed me a little? Is vigilante costume. So if you ever see Deku's vigilante costume is, so it's like torn up, beaten, and like it's kind of got throwbacks from different like parts of like one of the bits from the movie where he's got his arms wrapped in like some sort of thing, but he's also carrying Gran Torino's cape thing. Did you see that, Tegan?
Yeah, isn't that what it was around his neck?
Yeah, that's what caught me because like spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched it, but Gran Torino dies, doesn't he?
I'm pretty sure he dies in season 3.
Yeah,
He does not know.
No?
because he's dead, isn't he?
No, he's
Isn't he
not
dead?
in season 3. No. No.
Yeah, because that's why he wears it, isn't it?
No.
That's why he wears it, because Gran Torino...
That's
He
why
was
he
in-
wears it.
He's in the last season. I just watched him. He
Yeah,
participated in
that's-
the Shigaraki fight.
Didn't he die in that last season?
I don't remember if he died, but
I'm pretty sure he died,
I'm pretty sure he died in that
Definitely
season.
And that's why he's wearing the thing.
Yeah, that's why he's wearing it as an homage, isn't he?
Did you just
I-
spoil?
I
Did you
really-
just
I
spoil
should remember this
something?
thing.
Did you spoil something? Like, that's what
Like, I apologize. For
it's
playing
like
that,
halfway
but-
through the next season, just Gran Torino dies. You're like,
Oh.
it's then. Oopsies.
no,
No.
he's alive.
Oh.
He's alive. I've googled it. Google doesn't lie. He didn't die. He got injured.
I thought
He's
he
not
died.
dead.
Oh, I thought he died.
No,
I thought he
the
died.
only
I thought-
person
I was with you.
who's currently dead is Night Eye. I think he's the only person who's actually died. No, that's not right. Lots of people died in that arc. I think.
All I know is that rabbit chick was pretty cool. Like she was on another level.
The bunny girl.
She gets her arms ripped off or something, doesn't she? Yeah,
But
and
lives.
she's like, yeah, but she still full goes at it. She's like full like she's like one of the very few people at the end of that season. At the end of the mid-season where she's full like I still want to keep going. I don't think we can lose here. I'm pretty sure, isn't she?
Yeah, she does very much commit.
Yeah.
Can't believe you're trying to tell me Gran Torino's dead.
I thought he died. I apologize.
Oh,
I thought he
Is
died.
it, is it coming at me with everyone's dead, and I don't want to hear it. No
Like,
one's gonna die. Everyone's gonna be okay, and it's gonna be a happy ending.
Yeah, it's
I
a
yeah.
trashy shonen, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. I enjoy it. I
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Do you know what I saw on Twitter today?
Oh, what's that, mate?
That One Piece is socialist propaganda. So take that.
I mean, when you think about it, One Piece is very anti-government. The government is the bad guy in the series. The main protagonist is a pirate.
I love the one episode where there's a bit where there's these people that need help, and literally the Navy, so one of the admirals is helping them out and helping them, and Luffy just goes, "But they're the bad guys." It's like, "But aren't you pirates?" And he's like, "Yes, we are the bad guys, but
Luffy, a good pirate.
they're the." It's like that makes no sense. And like, who is it? Aokiji? He's helping them because they're on that island. Justin, like, is it Aokiji? Aokiji?
I've pulled myself into another One Piece.
You brought it in. You said it.
I'm gonna divert because I have a great topic to talk about that's not this.
Okay.
Conversation over. Now I have held back on this topic for a few weeks now, and it's because it's such a it's the first thing I ever thought of when we first started thinking about doing a podcast. This was the topic.
Okay.
This was the big topic. It's gonna blow everyone out of the park.
The big guy. Okay? If you got socks on, take them off. They're about to be blown away.
Now, I need you to everyone take a few deep breaths and really feel inside of your soul when I ask this question. Not yawning, Lincoln.
It's my bad.
Okay.
Taking a breath.
Okay. Now, if you were a potato, what kind of potato would you be? Like a cooked dish of potato. What resonates with you?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Would you like examples?
I'd probably be mashed potato.
Lock it in mash. Don't forget, there's always the trusty hash brown. There's baked, French fry, jacked. You could possibly be a jacked potato.
I like a jacked potato, but I don't know what a jacked potato is.
It's like a loaded potato.
Oh, what's a loaded potato?
So you basically cut across into a full potato and you stuff it full of stuff.
You know what? I'll take it back. You know what? I'd be chips.
Chips? Yes.
Chips.
Yes. Now, this is a question I ask a lot of people when I first meet them, to kind of get a gauge on what kind of potato they are, because I feel like it really resonates with their personality, what kind of person they're going to be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Justin, you haven't replied with what potato you would be.
I'm going to go with potato bake.
Bake?
I love baked potato bake.
Are you a liquidy potato bake or a nice thick?
You know what? I've got to go with the thick. I like a good thick sauce.
And you've just gone with the typical French fry there, Lincoln.
Lincoln's just gone with chips. What type of chips, Lincoln?
Yeah, are you a wedge? Perhaps you're a wedge? French fry? Curly fry?
Just normal chips.
Treacle cut? Straight cut?
Just normal chips. Like
fish and chips?
Fish
and
chips.
Packet of chips?
Just normal fish and chips.
So a beer battered chip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, plain and simple.
Yeah, so I'm mashed potato because my brain is mash. But please feel free to comment what kind of potato you resonate with.
Now, do you have like a chart that you fill out? You go, oh, yes, you resonate with that. Like, is there a sign that you go like, oh, he said a baked potato. He's kind of fucked in the head.
There are some red flag potato options. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Boiled potato. Just plain.
Boiled.
That
boiled
I would agree with that. Actually, you would have to be some sort of psychopath. Yeah. Yep.
Yes, that is a red flag.
For a second there, I was about to say, does steamed potatoes count?
That is essentially the same thing. Just the water's in a different part of the pot.
I think that's all right. Steamed potatoes aren't too bad.
Thinking sound like a psychopath.
I'm getting a bit of an ick here.
Well, no, I got told apparently you're supposed to have sausage, like it's supposed to be bangers and mash, but I have sausages with rice.
That's strange.
How is that strange?
Yeah, who has sausages with rice?
I do. Sausage and rice is great.
That's weird.
You can't just have rice with everything.
Look.
Yeah, you can.
Look. I do have to somewhat side with Lincoln here. Rice is arguably the best carb.
Saying it is.
It's very close between potato and rice. It's a very tight race.
I'm a fan of both.
So what does rice not go with then? What's your opinion on rice?
Sausages.
Sausages, yes. Sausages are a hard yes.
Steak, a roast.
I've had steak and rice before. Maybe because that is a meal prep food. Is steak and rice.
I eat rice with all those options you just said there, Tegan.
You have a roast dinner with a side of rice.
Yeah.
That is incorrect. You are meant to have potatoes. That is just factually incorrect. It should be roasted potatoes with the roast dinner.
No, there will be even moments where I'll have the potato with the rice with it. So.
Oh, gnocchi is another great potato option. Sorry, just helping the viewers.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what Nokia is. Like that, is it Nokia?
No, you said the phone, which is a Nokia.
Yeah, duh. That's all I heard.
She said gnocchi.
Nokia.
It's a cut.
No, why are you putting? There's no A. You're putting an A at the end. For some reason.
I heard Nokia.
Gnocchi.
Okay.
It's a form of pasta, but it's potato.
It's potato pasta.
It's little circle potatoes, and they're so soft, and they just melt in your mouth. Big fan. Anyway, back to the rice.
Back to the rice debate.
Rice is great with everything.
I like rice.
Okay, what rice? What goes with rice then?
Chinese food. Thai. Stir fries.
I don't like Thai. Just thought I'd let you know that too. I'm not a Thai person.
Is it because it's too spicy?
Yes, that's the reason. It's because it's spicy. I don't really like Thai because of the spice factor.
Look, to be fair, I can't go too spicy in Thai food. I'm a bit of a bitch when it comes to spicy food as well. I don't go super hot.
There's a lot of things I feel like you'd ask me.
At best, I would go to medium heat on Thai food.
Yeah. There's a lot of questions you could ask me that you probably find strange, Tegan.
I didn't try Thai food for a very long time because, it takes a little bit for me to do things. But the moment I had it, I was like, this is the best thing I ever tasted in my life. Chinese food, you're done.
I don't really
honey chicken, you're at the door.
What?
Who gets honey chicken?
I do. I just assumed based off the basic white.
It's such a basic Chinese
I'm not gonna lie. My go-tos normally with Chinese food is fried rice, sweet and sour pork, and like honey chicken, and maybe a bit of, I don't know, something different. But that's mainly what I go.
I'm not a fan of sweet. I just don't like pork.
Pork's good. I mean, I'm not gonna judge if you don't like it.
Just don't fuck with the porks.
I'm not a big pork person either, actually.
I love rainbow beef. You should try rainbow beef. It's pretty good.
Never heard it.
It's good.
It's the first time I've ever heard it.
It's beef that's rainbow.
It's rainbow.
Literally, that's all that's coming to mind. I'm just thinking of a Fruit Loop version of.
Yeah, it's just they actually just coat the beef in Fruit Loops. Yeah. You would love it, Lincoln.
That's all I was thinking. I was just thinking just sugary beef.
You just put No, you go. Just a dumb joke, don't but...
No, it probably would have banged.
No, it wouldn't have.
I'm a satay person, so...
Satay's pretty good.
Yeah.
Is that too spicy? Is satay too spicy, Lincoln?
I just don't like the taste of satay, I think. I've only ever had it like a couple of times, but it's just not for me. I'm not saying it's a terrible dish, I'm just saying it's just not for me.
Do you like peanut butter?
I don't mind peanut butter.
It's just, like... If you cook satay at home, 90% of the ingredient is peanut butter.
Yeah. Oh, is it that? Is it the one where it's like meat and it tastes similar to peanut butter? Is that the one? Is that what satay
It's
is?
it's a sauce,
It's
and
a
it's
sauce.
a peanut
It's
sauce.
like a peanut
Yeah.
sauce.
Okay. Yeah. No. No. That one. Yeah. No. I don't like that one. I don't know. It feels weird to me. The peanutty and the beefy kind of don't really mix for me. That's it. Really.
I used
I mean,
to
if you like
finish.
it, you like it.
Yeah, I used to finish work and go order a fried rice with a container of satay sauce, and then just pour the satay sauce over the rice and eat
Fair
that.
enough. That's all right. I mean, I used to have like cereals for like dessert, so I'm not gonna judge.
Cereal's okay for dessert because it's very sugary.
I don't know. Before you're supposed to go to bed, I don't know.
It's better than having that insane amount of sugar the first thing in the morning.
Wouldn't you want a sugar rush in the morning so it
No,
gets
that's
you
how
up for your day?
That's how you crash
Ha-
early in the
What
day.
what do you start your day with, Justin?
I typically do intermittent fasting, so I don't eat until like 12 to 1. So yeah,
So then you eat from 1 till
1 to like 8 typically.
okay.
Yeah.
Do you actually intermittent fast, or do you just not have breakfast?
No, I do
It
intermittent.
just
I'm at
tell
a
us
place
the
where I
truth.
can get food very easily if I wanted food for breakfast.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. Fair enough.
I would say
Fair enough.
I count as intermittent fasting then too, because I don't eat till 12:30.
I
I
also,
do have coffee.
as I've gotten older, I just don't care about breakfast that much.
I have to have breakfast. I can't function properly without breakfast. Like, fair enough if I want to get up and have breakfast straight away, but like I need to have breakfast if I don't eat in the morning. I am a very cranky person if I don't get my breakfast.
He gets hungry.
Yeah,
It's grumpy.
yeah. What you call it? I've been doing a bit of warhammering stuff. So I know, like, we had a conversation on the weekend. Like, how did that go? Before I forget, because we did play Blood on the Clock Tower, and I found out Jake does a bit of Warhammer. How did you guys feel about us having a Warhammer chat? You guys didn't seem to like it, by the way.
I just didn't really pay attention.
Yeah, I also just didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I was socially tapped out by that point because it had been like, I think we worked it out. It was like an 8 or 9 hour day because Justin came over at like 10:30. I was just socially done.
Fair enough. All right, fair enough. So, social battery pretty depleting. That's
Yeah,
fair.
and it like because I was running like Blood on the Clock Tower, like my brain was also working pretty hard, so it was just a bit. I'm done now.
That's
Good
fair.
day.
Yeah. No, I was trying to compare it to Justin's Yu-Gi-Oh addiction.
Hmm.
Well, how much he spent on cards, because I was trying to compare it to, and I'm like, so far, technically, I think I'm worse than Justin at one point, but I don't know yet.
I feel like Justin's been doing Yu-Gi-Oh a lot longer than what you've been doing Warhammer.
True.
Like, I
But-
got into Yu-Gi-Oh! Like as a child.
Yeah.
True, but I'm like,
Yeah. Sorry. Go.
oh, I was just like, because like, look, he started to back up, like, because you did have a bit of a hiatus, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
I was talking about.
I would
when
say
you
I
came
arguably
back.
had 2 hiatuses.
Yeah,
Because you
So-
were young, stopped playing when I got into like the start of high school.
Yeah.
Met Matt, got back into it, stopped again, got back
Yeah.
into it.
yeah, because like it's the second hiatus when you came back, because I was just trying to compare money wise, because I literally was like, aha, and
recency.
then you actually told me the actual pricing, and then I was like, wait a minute, technically, I think I almost beat you, and I think I've beaten you now, but I don't know. That's the question. Compared to my Warhammer addiction, because a bunch of friends of ours, like of mine, we all decided to pitch in to get a 3D printing machine, so we don't spend money.
They're not
I
that
now know
expensive.
2 people who own them, other than you.
Well, I don't technically. Yeah, well, yeah, technically I don't own it, but yeah, which I'm so excited for, because we get to 3D print our little models, and yeah, don't have to spend too much just on plastic, which is what we were already doing.
Cheaper plastic.
Cheaper.
Cheap
plastic.
plastic, yeah. Don't have to pay for that premium.
Exactly.
Yes, the premium plastic. That's where they always get me.
You gotta love it.
Yeah, if you're gonna play Jake, or are you too scared to verse him?
No, actually, I want to play. I don't actually care if I lose to Jake because he's been playing a while. I don't care. I want to get better than my mates.
You
Right?
cared when you versed Matt in Yu-Gi-Oh! And lost.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's fair.
Did-
I'm competitive in general. I'll look. Technically, okay. Look, Matt's a better Yu-Gi-Oh player. Don't get me wrong. That's fair. I'm like, look, he definitely beat me. I'm not gonna keep going on about it. But that's fair.
Yeah, he's not gonna sleep tonight.
It's okay. He beats everybody.
Yeah. If you like, the problem wasn't like, oh, I lost to Matt. It was the problem was I don't want to keep going till like 6 a.m. kind of thing. Because like, look, I prefer to go against tougher opponents than weaker opponents personally.
It's a challenge.
Yeah, because it's not fun. It's not fun on picking on a weaker player. Personally, that's how I feel. Yeah. Plus, it was very late, and I don't. Yeah.
Maybe you were hangry as well. Maybe you just hadn't had a little dinner.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Come on, you get so angry. Is that everything? I think that's a pretty good spot to end it.
Well,
We've been on for a while.
No, I think that's good for today. I think we've done.
We've
very
been on
well
for a
today.
while.
Yeah.
We roasted Tegan for the first 30 minutes. That was pretty good.
I felt bad because I didn't even realize we were roasting the I'm like, because I'm literally was like, I was just caught up whether like, do I say it or not or whatever. And Justin's already said it, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And I'm like, do I keep with this? And then you just fully brought it out. And
I'm just fighting back for every time she hits me with the zigger, mate. I save these in the memory banks, you know.
he's got dirt on me apparently.
you know.
You know what? I own my dirt. Wear it on my body for a lot of time apparently. And I'm happy. I'm fine. I'm happy with how I live my life.
As long as you're happy, that's all that matters, mate.
I don't smell in public places. I'm still doing better than a lot of nerds at the shop.
You're gonna say Warhammer shop.
Yes. Just say
Warhammer. Yeah,
shop.
say it with your chest. Say it with your chest, Tegan. It's fine if you say it with your chest. I'm not gonna get angry.
I still smell better than Lincoln.
Wait.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be a stigma on me because I like water.
Yeah, you're what? You have to smell. You have to start smelling, mate. Start smelling.
Uh,
You know those showers you enjoy? Stop them.
Yeah,
I'm just
maybe.
making sure I don't smell, but I don't smell. So thanks for that, Tegan. You're making me a bit paranoid too now.
I can't physically smell you through a computer. It's not possible. Yet.
No, but you don't say yet. We don't. Need
Yes,
that.
we need smell of discord.
I can imagine it. Like, people are gonna, like, pay good money to smell people on the internet.
Yes, they would.
You're just giving people to be like a pass to be creepier on the internet, Tegan. Don't give them that. Don't give them the creeps.
I don't think I'm not going to be the one who brings this idea to fruition. Some other person is, but I know it's gonna happen.
And they're gonna make a lot of money off it because the degenerates have a lot of money, it seems.
I don't know where they get it from.
But they got it.
Sorry, I just went on another tangent.
The worst part about it is I'm trying to figure a way to counteract that, and I'm just. I just can't.
You can't. Hey, it's just true. It's just true facts.
It's just straight facts.
Bloody degens, gosh. But yeah,
Stop.
If you liked what we have, like the conversations and all that, so please like and subscribe. That'd be great. You know, comment what we need to do. Just want to also put out there, Tegan, make sure you watch that episode. And Justin, watch those three episodes.
It'll be 3 episodes by the time. Yeah.
So I just asked personally. Please
There'll be the check-in. Look, stay tuned for the BAKI review, the Jujutsu Kaisen review. We'll find out what everyone's potato is. Look forward to that. If you are a boiled potato, you're a fucking sicko.
I've been holding on to that topic for a very long time.
All I'm thinking of right now is what kind of potato BAKI would be. What kind of potato would you be, BAKI?
BAKI would be like a raw potato.
He'd just be straight potato.
Yeah, he would just be raw.
Nah. I think he'd be some sort of weird potato.
No, he has to be like the most Giga Chad potato you could have.
I feel like he would be... What's those orange potatoes?
A sweet potato?
Sweet potato. But a weird sweet potato. Like a microwaved sweet potato.
Puree?
No. It wouldn't be a microwave sweet potato.
Yeah.
The debate.
I knew a person. I actually knew a person that microwaved the potato at work.
Yeah, you can. You just poke them with holes. That's
Yeah.
that's another meal prep tip if you want to do sweet potato.
Yeah.
Stab it a lot,
So-
put it in a microwave. I think you wrap it in a paper towel.
Yeah, I think BAKI would be a sweet potato, like a microwave sweet potato.
I would say.
Well, I will next week. I
Yeah,
will
she can let us know.
What kind
Yeah,
of
you let us know
potato
what kind of
Baki
potato
is.
Baki is.
Yeah, after I watch the first episode, I'll make the decision of what potato Baki is.
There you go.
I don't know if Baki's even in the first episode of The Prisoner Art.
He is because he needs someone to explain this to.
I'm pretty sure like all the prisoners.
I'll write all the characters down. And
Write each character down, the main characters, and go. He's this potato.
And
Yeah.
even if it's not, can you at least watch possibly the second episode if the first episode is not as? If you don't feel the episode is wacky, if you don't feel it's wacky,
enough?
if it's not wacky enough, watch the second episode, please.
Okay.
It's only 20
No
minutes, mate. Don't worry about it.
Easy peasy.
At least if you commit, we can. At least it gives you ammo to bag the shit out of an anime Justin doesn't like. That Justin.
I love.
And
Baki.
the whole of the internet will come for me too.
The Baki fans, rise up.
Yeah. But anyways, long goodbyes.
Look,
Yeah.
stay tuned if you want to know what potato Baki is.
It's a really important topic.
Okay, you need to come back for that
You
one.
need to come back for more.
You gotta love the potato.
Okay, we'll see you next time. Deuces.
Bye.
Deuces.